2 years ago to get us underway. And it's good afternoon to Joe Johnson.
9% for Williams. Well, that's showing respect, not taking the long red on.
1992, when they turned pro, they were playing junior tournaments as far back as 1986. They know each other's games inside out.
They've had 9 deciders.
Since 2002, came in the International Championship in China, quarter-final, and that went the distance. That was one of those final frame deciders.
Well, I think it does. It does matter. Especially if you...
Well, I guess what that stat shows is that Williams plays the kind of game that O'Sullivan enjoys, which is have played an open attacking game. Of course, Tepchairan-Nu, who was blown away in record time in the first round, and Ding Junhui, who pushed O'Sullivan to 13-10 from 8-all last night.
Oh, what about that? Great opening red for Mark Williams. One pot success. Equal for both players. It's pretty good for the tournament.
7.
I think Williams will be very keyed up for this. Of course, he'll be very conscious of the fact that, frankly, he hasn't done since he won his
15.
third world title. He spent most of the season that followed that. But he's been getting his nut down in the build-up to this one.
Really to be on the red to the right corner. But chose to play for the loose
23.
one. And he does that a lot, Mark Williams. Plays unless he's got no choice.
30. $38.
So I've got this one.
46.
To win 10-5, and then a real battle with
54.
to this point of the championship.
Oh, that was a good shot. Couldn't leave himself an easy red there. Yeah, that's the way to play it.
70.
And that's all he needed to seal this opening frame.
Mark Williams, 70.
Oh, that's not quite part of the plan. Miscuing.
Mark Williams, 4.
So it's now 2 snookers as a result of that for O'Sullivan.
Yeah, frame conceded.
Pretty decent one, actually. This is the miscue from O'Sullivan, but by the time he played this shot, he already needed a snooker. 70-plus break. Sean Murphy in China at the China Championship. O'Sullivan lost to Trump in Northern Ireland in the final for the 2nd year running. 15 months.
Yeah, both of them incredible winners. Well, no, couldn't do it. So beautiful, and not a good kiss.
7.
He sort of play for going into that deciding session,
13.
but O'Sullivan managed to get ahead 10-8. Big breaks to avenge his 2017 loss to Ding in the quarterfinals here. wasn't a
21.
perfect performance. There were one or two misses, quite.
He had to pinch a little bit on the pocket there to avoid the red on the cushion. So playing the plant. And no problem.
29.
It is again, look, drawing that cue ball through the reds. Beautiful shot.
There's surely never
37.
been a better player.
$45. $51.
Yes, it's already good, but he needs to finish the job now. Seems to have got the pace of the table nicely.
58.
Both of them, in fact.
59.
Anything but underscrewing it. Perfect. Colour. And two swift
65.
frames. And with this black, he wins this frame with a 72 so far. If he ever feels pressure, that is.
Oh, he feels it all right.
73.
And he's felt it. Remember, he won 5 big titles last season, 5 ranking titles the season before. So he's certainly due a deep run at the Crucible.
Well, he seems to be
77.
cueing the ball very well in his matches so far. Didn't panic at any stage. Near him.
80. Gone on.
15 of those 147s and Mick
Set.
Price, which is a record
88.
that
Little switch
96.
to left-handed.
well, what a break that was. Just a shame there isn't a big crowd here salivating at the quality of the snooker from O'Sullivan here. And what a start from both players. Williams with an opening salvo, breaks off in frame 3. He made a 70 in the opening frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan. And that's not too shabby, is it? What a pop.
Brilliant. Brilliant. He said it.
With his opponents down the years.
70.
Mark Selby has got the better of him from some way behind a few times, including here at the Crucible, of course. And of course he could play Selby. Since Hendry made the 10th.
33.
Yes, it's on one to the middle.
41.
So John Higgins' £55,000 bonus is safe for now. Very important, I think, for Anthony to make a good start after his late night, early morning
48.
epic.
$56. $64.
The scale of that achievement, this has hardly been sluggish, has it? And yet there are still 6 reds left on the table.
Pushing a red towards the left cushion. Safer.
Oh, he thought it was in, didn't he?
Well, so did I. I was just about to say, great shot.
At least he didn't leave it. Well, Williams going all out for the red.
Oh, look at that. That's a clever shot, isn't it? Yeah, good job it didn't go in, really. Well, that helps. Black coming off the cushion.
Has appeared to be a little less responsive than you might expect.
Well, but he must pop the red. How has that stayed out? He can't understand it. So,
1.
this third frame.
Very long odds to get back into it. So a quick fire start with too much safety. Not that he can't play it, but he wants to be able to attack and intimidate with the weight of his scoring. And he does seem to be queuing. Compared with recent seasons. Working with Steve Peters, of course, which is usually a good sign.
17
And that
frame.
positivity is coming out on the table. Ronnie O'Sullivan breaking off in the last frame before the interval. 2-1 up. Ooh. Well, he's normally so good, of course, from long range, but that one was a long way off.
He's got that much too thin. Well, you heard the deep breath.
In the last couple of rounds.
1.
Punish it. And share the spoils at the interval, and that's what he...
8.
So 2-0 over Kurt Mafflin. What a great start.
From Jamie. And to hit that one by
13.
a long way.
Quarter-finalist at the Crucible. It'll hurt for a while, but Williams has not made the most of that surprising miss.
Mark Williams.
Black doesn't. No, couldn't get the cannon, so down the table.
Six.
So a few shots he could play. Well, that's the one he's chosen. Obviously come a little bit too far. Oh, not far enough.
11. $16. 19.
That was more like blood, sweat and tears. And that's not great from Williams.
No, he's just short of... Could have gone anywhere, that red, really. Oh, but he's missed it and developed the black.
It's become a big frame now for Williams.
And they're all there, Philip. And he knows that. We saw Trump miss one. It was a plant, and it was...
8.
Trump again looking a little out of sorts today, and at times a little uncomfortable as well, a bit of head shaking. Had great chances in the last 2 frames. They were pinched from him.
It certainly did. He's under hit that one, played for the middle.
26.
In preparation for this tournament. But that's gone wrong,
30.
and he's furious.
So he gets a chance at this red, or does he? Oh, how close was that?
Mark Williams.
Has he got
13.
second prize? Yeah, got second prize. He's covered the red. That's better.
Yeah, tremendous pot. Doesn't allow him to get away, because when he does, he can be unstoppable.
Mark Williams 1.
And that definitely
5.
ends this fourth frame. So, honours even after the first little mini session. Can he continue to keep the pressure on O'Sullivan? Maybe even get ahead.
And personally, I think he's been playing. I'm not saying that he's going to beat O'Sullivan, but what about that for a shot? Yeah, I mean, but look where the cue ball was, tight under the black cushion, and he's...
Yeah, Williams is fond of saying that you only ever get out of this game what you put in, and he's been very particularly diligent on the practice table. That's his choice, but he's
4.
decided to whip his game into shape for this tournament.
But if he keeps slotting balls in like that and, you know, keeps attacking...
11.
Of course, putting in a
19.
shift here at the Crucible, he's
He's played this at the correct speed. Yeah, could have done without the kiss. But it was missable, and he's
Mark
missed
Williams,
it.
31.
So, a chance gone.
One.
And that's not the best shot he's ever played. He'll be upset with that one. Good pot. And on the
9.
blue.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Oh, but what about the plant instead?
Eight.
O'Sullivan's gone off the boil a bit. That's a good pot with the rest.
6.
And now the hard work begins to the black. Well, it's a good attempt.
Mark Williams, 12. Fine.
Okay, that's not a
Mark
good
Williams, 4.
safety shot, is it?
One.
Now, has he got the angle on the pink? That's a great pot. That's a great pot. But as Philip says, he needs that last red in between the black and red. Had to get near to the middle pocket, and that wasn't near enough. He's going to be snookered if it keeps going.
Frame ball.
12.
Well, he's done it again. And not for the first time by any stretch. Mark Williams has come out on top of one of those frames.
More or less inch perfect. He was playing the other side of the black. Well, look at that. Just strokes it in. Full length of the table.
21.
Suggests that he has indeed been working very hard on his game in the build-up. He is playing very well. The green is academic. And Mark Williams. A scrappy frame, but it is the break-off. Oh.
Do you think he could do a switching back to right-handed then?
Well, maybe he's experimented quite a bit, hasn't he? We've seen him in fact, on one occasion, he managed to hit the blue on the way down, trying to break off, which was a novelty. Plenty of pressure the remainder of this first session. And shared the first two sessions against Ding. New territory for O'Sullivan in this tournament.
12.
And if he should get through Williams, he's
also flying around the table.
20.
I mean, in this match, he actually stands at 5th in the list of, isn't here, or didn't enter the...
Into them. And it hasn't. Good recovery.
36. 44. 52. 57.
And that was very unfortunate. One of those, but I think the pot. Look at that for Kewing.
65.
Excellent shot.
And he's missed it, has he? No, in it goes. It looks just a little wide for a moment.
Oh, he's done the work.
Mark Williams, 70.
That would have made absolutely sure.
Of Ronnie O'Sullivan is to put him under pressure. 2 frames to come in this first session. Not that you'd have known it from that clean strike.
Kiss.
The last frame before the mid-session on the other table, by the way. Anthony McGill was set for 4-0 against Kurt Mafflin. He needed pink and black, but went in off the pink, and O'Sullivan needs a response.
Not this time round.
11.
And this time he could get to the red.
70.
He's been best
25.
of 33s, best of 35s. His opponent is going to have times when he plays well. Out for the black. Top spin and stun.
33.
Nudged another out.
Sullivan won 13-11 on that occasion before losing to Graham Dott in the semi-final. That was the year that he lost, just evaporated.
41.
Was suitably flabbergasted and delighted in equal measure, but that's a bad miss from O'Sullivan on the pink. Seemingly looking to close the gap there.
It's close. Yeah, he did. And look at the side on the cue ball there. Well, surely he's not on the red to the middle. Well, that couldn't have dropped any better for him. Drop the red in.
Frame, of course, he's then guaranteed to win the session.
15.
And that looks good. Push one red towards
21.
that right cushion, but it's still... doesn't want to be straight.
27. $33. $41.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, these are big moments in this opening session. If Williams can punish O'Sullivan for the miss pink when he was 41 in front.
Yellow, green and brown doesn't want the kiss.
56.
Oh, that's end of break.
Wow.
What a let-off for O'Sullivan.
Mark Williams, 56.
Yeah, clever shot. It's got to be close, this. One-handed escape.
You won't find it in the coaching manual, but he just likes playing it that way, and if it works, why not?
Well, cue ball, dead on the cushion behind the blue. A great shot. And that one will be going back.
And a miss.
Why not put it back?
Three.
Yeah, good shot.
And that shot selection,
12.
he left the green in trying to lay
12 and a frame.
a bigger backfired, and Mark Williams has the 5. Opted not to put Williams back in when he had him snookered, tried to lay.
Very close, but he knew he was leaving a red on. .84, you don't often see that.
7.
But in truth,
13.
he did produce in 2018 at the Crucible. The winner, of course,
20.
plays either Mark Selby or Neil Robertson, loaded to the hilt from the outset. There you go.
28.
Williams actually playing.
For him, isn't it?
Kick.
Play for the red near the right side cushion. I thought, not orthodox. But look at that. I've been saying that right from the very
52.
beginning when he played well against Alan McManus.
Three frames adrift. In this one, of sizable proportions. And in it goes.
Yeah, well played.
68.
What a good shot that was. He hasn't finished yet.
It's been all Williams.
Still is. Another
73.
great. Yeah, still a good pot.
$81.
Why would you, playing snooker like this? He keeps playing as he is right
89.
now for world title number 4. 15 years and more.
97.
And what a way to finish the session. Brilliant stuff from Mark Williams, session number 2.
105.
Familiar with.
100.
£1,000 back in the noughties. Opponent's mistake. O'Sullivan missed that tricky red to right centre, and Williams the way he was first in. He missed an easy pink and then made a mess of an attempted snooker. He's won it. Hans, great afternoon for the 3 times.